Right, ladies and gents, you now join us with the Mayo Massive. It's the mighty McHale. We've got Mr. Owen Clark with us, and you've got a brand new product, Owen, which is the Fusion Vario Plus.
Yeah.
So, hit me with it. What we got here?
Thanks for stopping by, James. So, Fusion Vario Plus. We've had the Fusion Vario for a long time.
That's right, yeah.
Standard machine, net only. But this is the new Fusion Vario Plus. So, as you can see, film on film baler, as well as doing net still.
Right.
So, there was a massive demand there for a variable chamber baler that can apply film to the barrel of the bale,
right,
but can also do net. Okay, so we had the Fusion 4 Plus, very reliable film on film baler, doing a bit of net. But for the guys that do a lot of straw and need a baler that can do multiple crops, and they're liking a variable chamber baler, because I want to make the different sizes as well for the haylage market.
That's it, different sizes, different densities, and obviously they want some different binding as well.
So now we have film on film baler here, and you can do net. So
with the same baler, you know, once I've done my silage, and I'm off doing my straw, can I, you know, transfer from, you know, not doing film, I can put my net in there now as well.
Simply take out that roll of film, put in your roll of net, change a couple of settings on the control box, thread it a little different way, and away you go.
And it's just in that area there?
It's just all here on the platform, So likewise, it's a pump-driven system. Okay, it's binding that bale nice and tight. So whatever bale size you're making, so in your film on film, with it being haylage or silage, it'll be 3'3" up to 4'8". In your straw bale, you could be going down to a 2-foot bale, or you could be going all the way up to 5'6". But in general, that's the main changes with this machine.
And are there quite a lot of challenges to getting film on film working with a variable chamber baler?
Absolutely. So we have been trialing this for the last 2 years more.
Right.
It's been fine-tuned and it's working quite well at the moment. This machine, as you said, putting film on film through a belt chamber, going at such a high speed, isn't an easy task.
No.
So it works quite well, and it actually is very, very quick. Putting on the film, spitting out the bale, transferring it onto the cradle and then onto the wrapper, and that would actually be in line with a standard Fusion. The main other thing then would be it's running on isobus now.
Right.
So the control consoles are over here at the main screen, and we can have a look at them there shortly. But the isobus will be one of the main things, so you can plug it straight into the back of your tractor, or you can run it through your isoplay control console. So you have a 7-inch or a 12-inch option. And the other thing now that is a big help for this is the intake. So we have the new ProfiFlow pickup.
Right.
Okay?
Talk us through this then, go on.
So that's gone across all the Fusions and the Vario here now, as you can see, and the V6s. It is a new intake that we brought out there last year. It has kind of revolutionised the whole pickup and intake.
Does it?
So the fact that this has gotten so much quicker, we had to start making everything else back along quicker.
Everything else has to keep up.
The appetite for the pickup is excellent. So we now have a springtime crop roller. Okay? So that's allowing as you can see, the tines in the crop roller are quite close to the tines in the pickup.
That's it.
So it's allowing
only a couple of inches there, isn't it?
Yeah, it's allowing the crop to be quite close to your pickup tines. It's also allowing that springtime crop roller to have a bit of flex. So it can come up the way, it can do a bit of cross travel. So any bit of kind of blockage or lumps of grass is able to get in and get into the rotor. Then you have your augers. Your augers have gotten bigger and your rotor have gotten bigger and all come forward a little bit. Your augers are at 45-degree ends, so there's no crop getting held onto the end of them, essentially. So it's sending the crop back in.
Firing it in.
And behind the augers is a tapered feed channel. So any crop that does get stuck in behind your auger is able to shoot across. Following that, then your rotor is there. There's more bite in that rotor, so it's grabbing that rotor. And where you can see the ProfiFlow there on the floor is the intake area. So that's there a while, but you've got 6 rubber buffers. Right. And there's a small little bit of flex there. So
it's like
it just gives
flexing floor all the time.
Just gives it weights up nice and high in short crop, and then can push down in heavy crop.
Right. Could you adjust that at all? You know, if you know you're going to be in it,
no, it's just on a rubber buff. So
keeps
it's
her
sitting at the right geometry as such to get the crop in.
Well, that's it, I suppose, effectively all the way through from floor to that feed rotor, you're keeping that crop tight on the moving parts.
Ready to grab.
So whether it's on the pickups, nice and tight, it's keeping going. Same with the floor and the feed rotor.
Exactly.
Right.
Then you're back into your drop floor. The only probably couple of things that has been added to drop floors in the last couple of years across Fusions and Fusions in the Vario here is your automatic drop floor. So if you're plugged into Isobus and your slip clutch goes off, you can hear the drop floor will go down itself. Yeah. You knock off your PTO and re-engage it, and your drop floor comes up. If you're running it through the control box, you have to drop the floor, but once you re-engage your PTO, it'll come back up. You have, like what's in the V6 balers and in the Vario of the past, you have your primary drive and your secondary drive, you have your cleaning augers, you have three belts on your V6, but a single belt comes with your Vario, so that's less crop loss for the guys that are doing maybe alfalfa or lucerners. You have your heavy duty chains and sprockets, you have greaser here, but we have a larger oiler on it now too. Okay. Yeah. Moving back along from the older Vario, you had the little linch pins here, and you now have quick fit.
All right, just little.
Yeah, just make it.
Little angle, just pop it out and.
Yeah, simple thing as well. And if you look back along, we have this is where you keep your roll of film because the platform is a bit more going on up there in the front. Right, so this is your spare film roll, and you have one more. You can put your net in the front tray as well as there's a little spare roll up there.
You get one of these on the other side as well, or just
no, just
this side, right? Yeah.
Just to point out, there's brushes here, right? So it helps to gently grab the wrap, before you pull it in and cut it. Okay. Right. Just move the bag there. What I want to show you here is the external control panel. So we have a neat little control panel here where you have your indexing your wrapper is obviously bringing each dispenser back around. You can play and pause your wrapper. So if you had tied on a bit of wrap here that was ripped off, you could hit play, and by the time you're back in the cab, the bale will be nearly wrapped. You're not sitting there waiting. You have your up and down button for your bale tip at the end. You have your work light here at the back, and then you have a panel light here underneath for changing wrap, so you can see what you're doing. And then A and B buttons are customizable in
so you
the
put
box.
anything you want on
so
there.
you can go into your box and you can put in maybe your drop floor, you can put in your drop floor or open and close your chamber, send out your cutting ties, whatever the customer wants to do. At the back, the wrapping speed has increased in order to keep up with the intake. So that would be the main thing back here, really. And everything else, it is the vertical wrapping ring, 750 dispensers.
Which you've had for
a long time. It's working well. So
it's proved its worth, you might say.
And the only thing is the film dispensers now have changeable batteries. So inside in them, there used to be a module. Now it's if the battery dies in it, you can simply change the battery. You don't have to replace the whole module. New panels and lights, LED lights.
I say that's a bit of a new funky look going on there.
Try give it a bit of a birthday and shine it up. This side, a little bit happening. Main thing is we have a tap. So for maintenance on your cutting holes, you can send them out, lock them out, nice and safe. Go in and do it. Release them again. After that then you have the usual then other bits and pieces. You have a large sprocket on your rotor. You have a moving roller there that's sending in your net or your film, and it works away the finest.
All the usual stuff you come to expect from the Fusions, isn't it? Really?
Look at exactly. The Fusions are working quite well. Vario Plus is working quite well. There's a few that are out there now, and there is plenty of demand for them. So I think for the guys that do a lot of grass, maybe have a couple of big dairy customers that want to get the bigger bale with the film on it, or just they have a lot of straw and they need that versatile machine to do both. This is the machine.
This is your answer.
This is the answer. Is it? Because fixed chamber doesn't always suit anyone, or they don't want it. So this is the variable chamber machine that we have now. So it's doing film on film or net.
And just to finish with, keeping it baler related, but
something look a bit fun. So where the McHale family originate from is a small little village outside the factory. You passed it a couple of times on your way to us, and they're trying to improve their facilities. So it's a local community just trying to do a fundraiser to improve their facilities and pitches and playgrounds and bits like that. So they approached us that they wanted to raffle a Fusion. As you you know, I suppose.
That's a fair old raffle prize, isn't it?
These competitions across Ireland and the UK are getting more and more popular. So they wanted to do something different. So look, we're happy to support them. They are they're raffling that Fusion in April sometime, so it's coming up close. They're here at the show trying to sell a few extra tickets in the UK as well, and they're going well in Ireland. Top spec Fusion 4 Plus.
So this one,
I ticked every box.
This one here, you just go right. We'll have that.
Yeah. So
fill your boots.
Yeah. So it is going to be a nice machine. So tickets are one for 50, I think, or £45, and 3 for €100. I'm not sure what probably £90. I don't know.
So
winnerfusion4.com if anyone's interested.
Winnerfusion4.com.
Yeah. You can enter yourself. Right? I don't know.
I might do.
We'll get one for you.
Yeah. And so for everyone watching, I mean, depending on when they are watching, when you were watching, obviously, if you watch it, it's going to be drawn in April, is it? April 2024.
April 24.
So if you are watching after that, after April 2024, don't go entering because it's finished. But if you're watching this before April 2024, go ahead. Good cause. Always good.
Look, it'd be nice to see a good customer maybe get lucky, and look, it's nice to do something different from our side.
That's it.
You know. So yeah.
Spot on. Well, Owen,
pleasure as always.
Thank you very much.
Thanks yourself.
Spot on.